Yo, how is it going, everybody? Now, straight off the bat, you might be thinking, Ryan, where the fuck? Where the fuck is my lesbian webcam? Where the fuck is it? Where's the face cam? However, you know, I thought I'd try one of these story videos without, because I think I can make the story sound more interesting with, you know, just the way I talk. I'm gonna try it. Let me know what you think, and leave the video a like if you enjoy. So this story is about the time that I saw a spirit. A spiritual being, a ghost, whatever the fuck you want to call it. However, before I get into that, I quickly want to say I did tell this story before, like a year ago, and it's got about 1,000 views. So I'm sure there's so many of you that haven't heard it. I really want to say it again in this new format. And also, I want to give a quick shout out. I very, very rarely give shout outs. However, when I do, I want them to be special, and I want as many of you guys to go and check them out as possible. So the reason why I'm doing it on this video is because this guy does a lot of commentaries. He's very, very good. He's very funny. He is ridiculously underrated. I found him when he had 100 subs, and he's already at 600. So he is making progress. I've shouted him out on stream and stuff, but I'm going to leave his channel at the top of the description for this video. His name is RaccoonEgg. He's fucking hilarious. Please go check him out. Go and send some love in the comments of his latest video. Trust me, you will love his content. But anyway, now on to the ghost story. We need some scary music. Focus! It all began in the year What the fuck? Focus! This is scary music, you idiot! It all began in the year 2012. The year the world was meant to end. I was working at a place called Debenhams here in the United Kingdom. And if you don't know what Debenhams is, Debenhams, it is usually a multi-story shop in a lot of shopping malls all around the country. But I also just want to say that, you know, I am quite a spiritual person. I've encountered and I've felt the presence of spirits in the past. Whether you believe it or not is entirely your own opinion, but I'm pretty certain that I myself have experienced some form of weird fucking shit multiple times, but it's definitely nowhere near as bad as it used to be. I don't really know. I think I just went through like a year of shit luck. Fucking Illuminati shit. I don't know. I don't know if maybe one of them was following me around or something. I don't really know how it works, but, you know, rest assured, there is no fucking way I will ever do a Ouija board because of this. So by this point, I had already encountered some form of spiritual activity a few times. So it wasn't new to me. But this type was, okay? This type was not a friendly type. This was the first form of aggressive spiritual sort of activity that I'd come across. And it's the first form where I felt like it was directly you know, targeting me as an individual, not just the place or everyone, like me. So I'm gonna tell you a bit of backstory about this Debenhams store. I didn't actually know this until straight after this happened, and I talked to my manager about it. But I will tell you up front because I think it'll make things a little bit more interesting, and you know, it will also go well with this music. So this Debenhams has 3 floors. No. This Debenhams has 4 floors. It has a basement, the ground floor, the first floor, and the second floor. Now, the legend behind this store is that there is a man in the basement. This man is a father, okay? He's a father. He's a very tall Victorian man with a Victorian-style hat. A big fucking hat. And the legend is that his daughter is up on the second floor. And this is the floor that I worked at. The second floor was known as the home section, where they sold everything from furniture to bedding to fucking saucepans, okay? And the basement was the storeroom, you know? There was people working there all day, every day, organizing all the different stock for each floor of this store. So it was the year 2012. It was actually my last shift at this store, which was really fucking weird. This is why it creeped me out so much. You know, I worked at this store pretty much 5 to 6 days a week for the whole month. It was like a Christmas job. And this was my last shift. It was a couple of days before New Year. Now, because it was the Christmas and New Year period, the shop was shutting at 8 p.m. on this particular night, which was kind of fucking pointless, you know. It's after Christmas. Why the need to shut the store at 8 p.m.? Fuck knows. No one's gonna go in at that time. So it was very, very quiet, okay? Very quiet. People were leaving early. Managers were telling a lot of staff to leave early because, you know, there was no one there. So everyone pretty much left at 7 p.m. apart from one manager in each section of the store and one member of staff. The whole storeroom, though, the whole basement, there was absolutely nobody there. However, I didn't know this until the wrong point of time. So we're closing up. It's about 7:45. Everyone is about to cash up and leave. The final people in the store, the managers and each member of staff in each section. And my manager was called, I'm just going to call him James, okay? My manager, James, told me that there's one last thing that I needed to do before I was to help him cash up at the till. He wanted me to simply go to the basement, to the storeroom, to put this pile of towels away, okay? Pretty simple, right? Well, little Bucks, being a fucking idiot, decided to go to the main storeroom lift. Now, this lift has 2 doors. It has one big door on the outside, and then it has a chain door on the inside, and it goes straight from the top floor to the basement, and you can put like trolleys in it and stuff. It's a heavy duty lift, and you can also go in it yourself. So I decided to go in this lift for some fucking idiotic reason. I don't know why. Like, it's just like a disaster waiting. It's like a horror scene waiting to happen. I don't know what I was thinking, but I went in this lift by myself. Went in, I shut the big heavy door, and I shut the big chain door behind me. I then pressed the button. I start to feel a bit regretful at this point because, you know, it's a big... I don't really like lifts in general, and this is a big, heavy-duty chain lift, and I'm going directly down into a basement by myself. Although I didn't really know it was by myself at this point. I kind of thought there would be at least someone in the storeroom. This storeroom is massive, by the way. It's fucking huge. It's the size of one of the standard Debenhams floors, and they're pretty big. Think like supermarket level at the moment. So as I press the B to go down to the basement, the lift shudders and it starts going down. And I don't really know what came across me, but for some reason I started getting like butterflies in my stomach. You know, that feeling where you're just like a bit nervous or anxious about something. And I didn't really understand why. So I start going down in this lift with these towels in my hand. Kind of regretting it. We get to the bottom and I open the big chain door. And I then open the big heavy duty door. And what I see when I open these 2 doors is that the storeroom is literally... It's very dark. Like half the lights are switched off, because everyone decided to fuck off and go home early. It was very, very dark. I just got an instant, like, heart drop moment of, okay, shit, this looks really scary. I wish I wasn't doing this right now. I wish I wasn't here right now. I'm going to kill my manager. That's what I was thinking. And annoyingly, with this lift, you have to shut the chain door and the heavy-duty door. You couldn't just leave it open. I wasn't allowed to just leave it open, go and put the towels back and, like, run out. I literally had to turn around with my back to the whole the dark basement and shut this chain door and this heavy duty door, which didn't take like 2 seconds. It takes a good like 10 seconds, which is a lot of time in this situation. And as I turned my back to do this anxious feeling in my stomach, you know, it gets worse. It gets a lot worse. I turn around and the place where the home section of the storeroom, which is where the towels were, was bang in the middle, which was lucky enough, okay? That was very, very lucky. Because if it was at the back somewhere, down some random aisle where I really had to, like, search for the right place, I would just fucking chuck the towel somewhere anyway. I was, at this point, I was just thinking of dropping them. Fuck it, get out of here, because it's a very nasty, strange feeling. Being on your own in a big, dark basement, where you feel some sort of spirit looking at your arsehole. So I start making my way towards the middle of this basement. I have to turn one corner round from this lift, and then it's a straight, massive, like, little pathway down that branches out into so many different, like, aisles and rows of stuff. But the place I needed to drop the towels was basically bang in the middle. Now, imagine this. Now, at this point, I saw where I was going to put them, and I started walking there. And the feeling that I was getting in my stomach, inside of me, was like, if you have an upstairs section of your house, and you're like the last one to go to bed, you know, so if you go to turn all of the lights off in the bottom of the house, and you start walking up the stairs, and it's pitch black behind you, and you think some motherfucker is about to come up and grab your asshole, like that feeling of someone being behind you, watching you. But imagine that from every single angle of your body. So not just behind you, to the left of you, to the right of you, in front of you, fucking below you, fucking above you. And this feeling that I was starting to feel now was like an aggressive feeling. I felt like I really wasn't wanted in this place. Like, at this moment in time, I felt like something was pretty much telling me to get the fuck out of this place. Like, not me, not my mind saying I need to get out. I felt that anyway. But I felt like something was telling me to get the fuck out of his place. Like, his place. Not the storeroom, like his storeroom. So I start walking down this pathway, and at the end of the pathway is the double door exit that I need to go out to get back out. So it's just one straight line I needed to walk in. And I started to walk quick. I was pretty much jogging at this point. I really didn't like it. I get to the middle, okay, and I put the towels down, I shove them down, and I continue walking towards the exit. And this feeling, like, imagine your heartbeat just like getting quicker and quicker and quicker as you get to the double door exit, like pounding, 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 getting faster and faster. And as I get to this double doors, okay, just to the left there is this little room. It's just like it's not really a room, it's like a section that you can only access, but it may as well be like a fucking room without a door. And as I pass to go through the double doors, okay, within my peripheral vision, so, you know, not really in the corner of my eye, I can see this fucking thing, like, to the left of where I'm staring. I see this huge, shadowed out, like, dense not like a shadow, it was like a dense figure, like a 3D fucking dense, completely dark, shadowed out figure, as if like a silhouette. Very, very tall. It must have been about 7 feet with this fucking hat thing on that it had, and it was just facing down at me as I exited out. Just like rock still, standing still, just staring down at me as I walked past it. And I put my hand on the door to go out, and wow, I literally thought I was having a heart attack. My heart has never dropped so much. Like, my heart dropped below my ballsack. It just fucking went, okay? But I go halfway through the door, and my mind thinks, like, I don't know what it was, but my mind, it had some sort of receptive. I had to go back and look, obviously. For some reason, that's just my mind. It was like, I don't know if it was just a natural reaction to re-look at something that's so unfamiliar like that. So my body pretty much reacted where I stepped back and I looked to see if I could see it, and it was completely gone. Whatever this thing was, this silhouette figure, it could not be my shadow, because there was basically hardly any fucking lights on in this place. It was a very dim lighting. It just completely disappeared. Just not there anymore. And it was a big figure. So it's not like, Mel, maybe I saw something over there and it was, I don't know. But no, fuck no, okay? It was there, and then it was gone. But I walked straight out. I ran up I didn't even take the lift because I wanted to get up to see someone so quick. I go over to my manager and I try to explain everything that just happened. I'm like stumbling on my words. I can't talk properly. I'm all flustered. I'm red as fuck. I'm like as red as a tomato right now. He managed to calm me down, and I told him everything that happened. And he basically, this is when I found out about the whole girl on the top floor and the father in the basement. I didn't know about this at this point until now. And that's when my heart literally sank, because my manager told me that it's most likely the reason why he was so aggressive towards me was because I worked on the top floor, which is where his daughter is, and the reason why he's so aggressive is because he can't obviously see his daughter. He can't go and see his daughter. He's sort of stuck in this basement, and the daughter's stuck on the top floor. So it's like a jealous, aggressive, almost like an attack on me, like a spiritual fucking attack. So yeah, that's that's what happened, and that was my final shift. I don't know what the dude was planning or wanting to do to me, whether he just wanted to scare me or something. However, that's what happened. Let me know if you want to hear any other sort of spiritual experiences. I have had a few more, nowhere near as bad as that, but I still have had a few more. I wish I could maybe like compile together. But let me know if you guys have ever had like a haunted or a spiritual experience. That'll be interesting to read the comments. Please leave the video a like if you enjoyed. Go and subscribe to RaccoonEggs, and I shall see you in the next video. Goodbye, and roll the outro.